New York is the most important city in the United States. In fact, it's the financial capital of the world. Finance bros from all across the world converge on New York to do business. And I, of course, apologize to the people of Cheyenne, Wyoming, who believe they are the most important city in the world. So whoever leads New York is one of the most powerful people in the world. The mayor of New York City has always been more important than the governor of New York State. Therefore, it follows that New York City cannot be led by a full-blown commie. If Zohran Mamdani gets in, that city is going to turn into Caracas, Venezuela faster than Usain Bolt can run the 100. Zoran is the Ugandan-born Indian socialist who is vying to become the city's mayor. He won the Democrat primary endorsed by AOC, Bernie Sanders, and the rest of the reasonable people in the Democrat Party who only believe in stealing your money and giving it to people who didn't earn it. I wouldn't really say people voted for Zoran Mamdani, I'd say they voted against Andrew Cuomo. Because Cuomo, as we all know, is a crook. I don't even get why it's a choice between Mamdani or Cuomo. When New York could vote for their friendly neighborhood gangster mafia boss Curtis Sliwa. I kid you not, that guy's blood type is categorized as I'm walking here. He's New York through and through. But I don't think it's all over. Zoran Mamdani's mom decided to drop some nuggets of information about him that I think a lot of people would like to know about in New York. That's Zoran Mamdani's mom. And she said in an interview, he is not an American at all. Wait, I'm sorry. I thought one had to be an American at heart and also on paper before deciding to run for a position in America. That's a pretty telling statement. This is worse than your mom telling your friends you pissed the bed. She made these comments to the Hindustan Times in 2013, and the story goes as follows. The mother of New York City socialist mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani gave an interview when he was a 21-year-old American college student discussing how her son is not an American at all, while using terminology that some view as derogatory toward the United States. He's a total desi. Not sure what that means. Okay, desi means of, from, or characteristic of India, Pakistan, or Bangladesh. Unalterated or pure could also be a person of South Asian birth or descent who lives abroad. Okay, that's crazy. So he's a total desi completely. We are not Farangs at all. I don't know what Farangs mean. Another word we have to find. Farang is a Thai term for foreigners. Okay, you learn something new every day, right? He's very much us. He's not a American. Okay, so that's another one. I guess that's how they say American at all. He was born in Uganda, raised between India and America. He is at home in many places. Except America, apparently. He thinks of himself as a Ugandan and is an Indian. Mahik Cook, an attorney born in India who serves as a GOP consultant and commentator, told Fox it's the word used back in India to mock outsiders to say you don't belong. Using it here about your own child raised in the United States carries the same tone as calling someone a derogatory word, or worse. It's flippant, divisive, and dripping with contempt for the very country that gave your family a great life. When Mamdani's mother says her son was never a Firang and only Desi, it's a rejection of America. It's ungrateful, disrespectful, and frankly repulsive to live in this country since age 7, receive every freedom, education, and opportunity America offers, and still deny being American. Mamdani's mother, Naya, went on to emphasize in the interview, we only speak Hindustani at home, and described her son as a very chalu fellow, using a term that is often translated to mean savvy or street smart. He's not very smart. I guess that's one of those mother lies where moms say, oh, my son, he's the smartest in the world. And her son is literally a young Chuck Schumer. Cook goes on, adding further commentary. This isn't just about identity, it's about values. Rejecting the label of American while living under the flag, enjoying the freedoms, and cashing in on the opportunities is a rejection of American values themselves: gratitude, unity, and pride in country. And if you raise your child to believe he was never a Firang, never an American, what message are you sending? That he owes nothing to this nation? That he can take the benefits without any sense of belonging or loyalty? That mindset breeds resentment, and that's exactly what we're seeing play out in politics today. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a national story. This guy's everything we thought he was. an ungrateful brat who's coming to destroy the very things that make America great. Our capitalism might be crony sometimes, but it's what made this country so rich. Being American does not necessarily mean you have to be of a certain ethnicity. It means you have to hold certain values: love of God, love of country, love of the Constitution, love of neighbor. To hold an American passport, but your allegiance is with a different country or a different people, is traitorous. Mamdani should be ashamed of himself, but it be your own mommy that exposes you to the world. His odds of becoming mayor of New York City went from like 95% to 88% after this story came out. The race would be a lot closer if Curtis Sliwa dropped out and let Andrew Cuomo get in, but I don't think Sliwa should do that, or should be expected to do that. He's a Republican, Cuomo is a Democrat, and so is Mamdani. It looks like Mamdani will take that race, but what New Yorkers should do while he's mayor is try to rethink their choices. The Democrats have not been beneficial to you guys at all. Curtis Sliwa would be an amazing mayor, yet you guys won't vote for him? And the New York City billionaires that have been spending a lot of money on Democrats in the last few decades, who are now desperate to stop Mamdani, I hope you learn a very important lesson. If you keep adding fuel to the fire, that fire might very well spread to a place you never wanted it to go. So why don't you just stop buying the fuel altogether and do something else with your money? Or maybe just let the people of New York City pick who they want, as opposed to you shoving a candidate down their throat. Because they got so tired of your preferred choices, they just decided to vote for a full-blown commie, just to spite you. I hope you understand that's what this is about. Thank you all very much for watching. God bless and goodbye.